Enjoy the music.
I got a thing. It's a pretty cool
It's a
thing.
lizard.
I got a lizard.
A bio-lizard.
And
A biological lizard.
and 2 fucking rats. This is not easy to handle. Alright. So. This is not a very well-lit scene, I understand. But let's just get cracking. What's a good... This is a good one. Let's crack this bad boy open. Oh, first, let's take a quick look at some of the play features of this. First of all, this is a bit of a terrifying angle to start with. I kind of love it. Just like, very, very rarely do they have the play features on the back of the box illustrate me when I fucking get you. But yeah, they've got I like how the background image here is just space, illustrating, well, you know, space. I'm a little upset that I haven't gotten a new webcam for this. This is the same webcam I borrowed off of my dad to do the previous stuff, and it's still kind of blurry and terrible. But it's fine. We're not going to be doing too many Lego building streams because I don't have enough space for Legos right now. But let's just dive in, I guess. I hate these things. These things that shows the little thumbs poking inward, they never work like you need them to. Get in there.
Dig your thumbnail in a little bit.
Yeah, but it's never as clean of a perforation as you want. Alright. Lizard bits! Lizard bits! All my lizard bits.
Lizards.
Bits of lizard. Tubes! All these feel just like I remember. Back 5, back 4, back 3, back 2, and back 1. And tubes. Alright, so I'm not gonna bother. You know what? Let's do this. Let's see how this looks. If I just take this webcam image, unlock it, and go to transform, and go to flip vertical. Don't like that. Let's do flip horizontal as well.
How about rotate 180? So we can actually read the words on the box.
Well, that's what I did. I just... See, now this is the appropriate distance from my... Oh, that's my thumb. There we go. Yup.
Discord screen share doesn't seem to like it when you open context menus.
Huh. Well, well, I'm done with that now,
It's
so...
not like screen cares.
Alright, hang on, let's do this. Change stream to this window. There we go. How's that?
There we go.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm not gonna bother pulling up the instructions on stream this time, just because it seems rather silly. Let's do this, actually. Undo. Transform, edit transform. 127. Oop. Oops. Undo.
Oops.
Oops. And transform center screen. Crop view down. uncrop you. And center. This is not exactly a high-end arrangement, but it will do. But yeah. So, what you guys been up to today?
Not much.
I was just watching Gundam Char's
Good.
Counterattack the movie.
Very carefully
pretty
trying to not
alright.
dump all my pieces everywhere.
I'm still trying to figure out what exactly was going on in the ending.
Those are the best kind of things, when you just kind of reach the end of it and you're like, wow. Oh my god, that's the most badass instruction manual I've ever seen. Look at that. Featuring Shadow going super right there on the box. Oh, you know what? Now that we're actually starting the, yeah, that'll do. Tells us to start by building the... Alistair, you're not heavy enough. Ditto, you're heavy enough. No, Ditto's not heavy enough. You know what is going to be heavy enough, though? Money. Money's heavy enough.
Oh my god.
You recognize that other one?
Not really?
It says Chosen Blue. It's from Neon White.
Ah, right.
Neon White, very good. Oh, that's a good Lego. That's a good fit. Yeah, so I was worried that the Lego Sonic character heads would feel kind of flimsy, but no, they're real solid build. I mean, the fact that they've made so many of them kind of goes to show that they're pretty solid. Why are you not focused? Would you not focus ever? Hang on, let's try this. Hide. Reappear. No, you're just gonna look like ass. Alright, great, that's fine. It's only an impromptu stream. Shadow, you hang out over there. This is not a song that was meant to be played for so long. What? Hang on. Huh? I've never heard this version before.
Hmm?
Where the fuck did this come from?
Don't ask me.
How did I miss this? Literally, I spent like a year of my life worrying about getting every possible version of the song in here. How did I miss this? You don't exist. I refuse to accept that you exist. Shut up. This is the Radical Highway 2-player version? I don't know if there's a difference. But this playlist is very
It's
unorganized.
very slight.
Well, I'll leave it as... no, I'm picky. Wow, this is really not organized at all. There we go. Vengeance is mine for Radical Highway. Not that it makes that much of a difference. Charon, you hold it. Oh, that's cute. The icon on the bottom is Shadow running across. I've noticed that on several different instructions before, but I love that it's just shadow specifically. Yeah, so one half of this bad boy is, or actually no, both halves are clear. Okay. So, something that came out recently, Legos. Yeah, I'm waiting for Switch 2 to update. Which, by the way, shout out to Duck for having a spare Switch 2 order and getting me set up with that. So, I'll probably be playing Mario Kart World in a little while.
Hey.
Hey, Dragoni.
Hey, Dragoni.
Hiding behind me.
Hello.
Ah, you cannot hide for long, Dragoni.
Ah. My machination detected.
My machinations shall lie undetected. So, weird thing about this little speed ball is character has to be upright,
Incredible.
but they fit inside real nicely. Yeah, so their arms kind of have to be down by their side, which looks a little silly, but I don't care. It's cool as hell. Alright, now to build the rest of the contraption. You can hang out here. Blue, what you been up to, Droni?
I got home from work and then did a bunch of dishes.
Nice. You've been still been playing
Important to do.
Blueprints.
I haven't really had the chance to go to it because Deltarune came out.
Yeah, how's Deltarune been?
Deltarune is really good. I'm a little ways into chapter 4 at this point.
Same.
Ooh. Did
And
either of
eager
you
to see
guys
where it
done the
goes.
chapter 3 super boss yet?
Yes!
Yep.
Yes! Oh my god!
I haven't.
Getting
there.
It's pain. It's easily the hardest of the 3 so far.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what I've been hearing.
Yeah, like
I've
genuinely.
been recording my stuff and I've been uploading them to my YouTube channel bit by bit.
Yeah. Have you played through all of it, and then, or are you playing through it like piece by piece?
I haven't had a whole lot of time to like sit down and just record for an entire day. I've been doing bit by bit and then putting stuff up as along the way.
Yeah. So I won't go into detail for those that haven't played it yet, but there was
Yeah.
one moment
But you should play it.
Yeah, everyone should play it. But I went into I got to a certain point in Deltarune Chapter 3, and then I messaged Lunar, and in all caps, like Homer Simpson barging in the door and saying, "Bart, do you want to see my new Chainsaw and Hockey Mask?" But I was just like that, and I was just like, "Lunar, have you played Deltarune Chapter 3?" And then she was just like, "Yes, but I'm not done yet. But judging by the fact that you're yelling at me specifically, I should be scared." And I won't go in depth about it, but it was probably my favorite part of the chapter. But I needed to talk to her about it for specific reasons. Very inconspicuous specific reasons. But yeah, I've been having a good time with it though. I'm like a little ways into chapter 4, and I don't know. I don't want to go into too much detail because obviously, yeah. This is extremely intense Lego building music. Not yeah. I do feel bad that my webcam's kind of shit for this, but it's whatever.
Part of the experience.
It's more about just chatting while I do stuff with my hands. Yeah. So, something else that happened today was, Splatoon. Splatoon news came out today.
That's what
Yeah.
I hear.
Yeah, so everyone was just like, wow, I can't believe they dropped it on a random-ass Tuesday. Turns out, today is the 10th anniversary of when the game was first announced at E3.
Oh! Oh!
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the patch notes drop in 9 minutes? Are the patch notes, is it like including the new gear, or is that in 11 years? Yeah, because it's 10-year anniversary for the game actually coming out a few weeks back. But yeah, is the patch notes in anticipation of this Thursday's weapon kit drop? Oh, no, duh, because I missed a step. Yeah, I'm really excited about there just being a Splatoon spin-off in general. That just seems really fun. Also, more Shiver Fry Big Man content. Always a fan of deep cut content.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. I don't want to first be like actually playing as them. It seems to be you're the pilot.
It does seem to imply that because we are the pilot, it's very likely that we are not playing as New Agent 3. Yeah, no, Gear Grub fun, like, especially because it's like specifically talking about being like on a deserted island. It's like, well, shit, now we are. They better. It'd be such a waste of potential if they didn't. Lock the fuck in. Clicked. Click. Click. And the last step for this bag.
I appreciate the instruction of just fucking punch it.
Yeah. Punch it!
Whee!
It's mandatory to explain the play instructions. So you lock him in on the little inside mount here. So like, see on the bottom, it's got like a little. These are like rubbery. So that kind of keeps him from spinning out, and you just kind of. Whoa! He went flying. I don't know what I was expecting. Yep, there he goes. Woohoo! That's fun. Alright, I will give it the full extent of my power later, but now he hides over here behind our icons. And now I find a new song. For bag 2, oh, they had to build up the anticipation. It's like flip around.
And now, the lizard.
Lizard.
El Lizardo. Yeah, what are you guys looking forward to about new Sploon?
I don't even really know what is it coming out for the original Switch 2 or just the
No.
Switch 2?
Well, it's coming out for the Switch 2.
Uh,
So you better get yourself a system, my boy.
I guess.
I mean, you're gonna get one eventually. Also, they didn't give any
Probably
indication
at
of
some
when
point,
it was coming out, so it's not like you don't have a while.
Yeah, I'm just not really in any hurry to get one at the moment.
Well, you should, because then we can play Mario Kart together.
You're right.
Genuine. So I heard that that Wander was in some iffy financial situation, and genuinely, my brain when she said that she had to return her Switch 2 pre-order, I was
Oh.
genuinely going to be like, okay, let me cover it for you, because she gave me her Venmo and payment information because, and I can show this off because I have the webcam. She sold me her DS copy of Chrono Trigger, which is sealed. I've left it sealed. I'm absolutely tearing into this, though. So sorry, Wander, I'm making it lose its resale value, but it's a good video game. I want to play it. But yeah, Wander, if you happen to find a $500 deposit in your Venmo in the next few days,
God damn it, Clue.
I mean, it wouldn't. Just don't spoil the surprise. I also don't know if I'll actually do it because
Well, the
that's
surprise you
revealed.
say, broadcasting to the entire internet.
yeah, it's a surprise. It's a surprise tool that'll help us later.
I'm just excited to see them actually going for a spin-off in this universe. It's a lot of untapped potential there.
Yeah. I'm also particularly excited because I've always really liked the single player campaigns. I hope that they create a single player campaign that has enough meat on its bones to warrant spending a full price Nintendo Switch game. Because if it was $60 for just the Splatoon 3 story mode, that would kind of be a lot to ask for. I love the story mode in Splatoon 3, but it's not $60 worth. You know, but I'd probably still end up playing it eventually. But I don't know. Like, I hope that they just have a little bit more meat on their bones. Not that we've been given any reason to expect otherwise. Because, like, even Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, despite originating as a side mode, was beefed up considerably for the full game release, which is real exciting. And so I think that they'll be able to, they'll find that happy medium, which is good. Part 2. Yeah. I've talked about this many times, but my first idea for a Splatoon spin-off was Splatoon skateboarding, just to emphasize the punk styles of the characters, as well as just fashion, and on top of all that, the sick tricks you can pull off. Imagine the potential for sick tricks.
Tricks.
And then on top of that, there was the idea that it came up with for a Mana War inspired shopkeeper called the Mana Waves, and he was like a surfer dude, but not actually a surfer dude because you're skateboarding. And then they made that happen. And that was just canon. and I was just shocked and pleased. It was very fun. But I think this is a much cooler direction for them to go in terms of like, having solid ideas to go off of, to create like meaningful, you know, not everyone's up for cozy slice of life type stuff. Which is one of the reasons that a lot of people wanted like apartments, but you know, that's not exactly the kind of game that Splatoon is, even though it's kind of attracted a lot of that audience. Which is also kind of funny because apparently the Splatoon team started off as the Animal Crossing team.
Really?
Yeah, apparently. So when Splatoon 2 wrapped up development, that was around the same time that they were diving into Animal Crossing development, I think. I have no idea if that's still accurate. I could have just been fed
here.
Hi.
Oh, hey, Quark.
Hey.
You were stacked.
Hi.
Hello.
Ah.
Unstacks your Quark. How's it going, Quark?
Good.
I am partway through building Leezord.
Whoa.
Look at Shadow and his gay little ball. Imprisoned.
Damn. Well, that's unfortunate.
Anyway, this ain't about him.
Sad. Well, there's other hedgehogs.
Yeah.
World's fastest spinning hamster wheel.
Maria, this is what you wanted, right? This is my promise I made to you. Spins absurdly fast. Yeah, what you been up to, Quark?
Not a whole lot.
Mood.
Am I ever doing anything?
Honestly, same. What'd you think about the new
I've
Splatoon
been-
news today?
Fry.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Correct.
There was not enough there for me to get any real indication of what
Honestly,
the game was supposed to be about, so
yeah.
I just was like,
Yeah.
wow, look at that. That's
What-
Fry from Deep Cut.
Yeah.
Points.
I love her.
Try. I like Shiver's new outfit in particular.
Her
Shiver's new
outfit
outfit's
is
great.
cute.
I love her.
But I'll always be a Fry girly.
I love
Of
her,
course.
her annoyed. Like, I said this in the Discord, but I love her way that she just goes from being like cold, calculating, like Ojo-sama, laughing villainess type character to just treasure goblin.
Treasure gremlin.
Like give all treasure. Hang on, let me just control out. Here we go. All is right with the world. Had to go in order. Oh shit! It's a Lego man! How's it going, Len? Seems strange for this to come in so many smaller bags, but whatever.
I mean, that's just how LEGO does.
Yeah.
Makes it easier to follow along with the instructions.
Yeah, but I'm a Chaos Goblin that dumps out all the bags at first. Have a backlog of Lego you need to build? See, that can't be me, because immediately upon getting a set, I'm just like, I need to build this right now. Like, that's my Christmas morning, just tears open the package, immediately starts building.
Like Christmas morning.
It's like Christmas morning. We really gotta stream Lego Island soon. It wouldn't be a long game.
Oh.
played Lego Island 2 so much as a kid.
Yeah.
I didn't play Lego Island 2 all that much. I played the hell out of Lego Island 1.
Yeah. Shout out to Brutal Moose's video where he reviews Lego Island 2, and he opens it up with a fucking Lost reference that even as a kid who didn't watch Lost, I was able to place it as that. I was like, ah.
I think I played Lego Island like once, and then I got to like the end with the first like story beat, and it freaked me out, and I closed the game and never opened it again.
Honestly, you can just kind of enjoy the game without doing any of the story. That's what I did.
I was like 5, that's what I did.
Honestly, I think the game
There's
expects
so
you to
many
do that.
diversions and mini-games in there.
The fact that you can only advance the story as Pepper is kind of bullshit, but also, like, who else was a kid gonna play as other than the cool radical kid wearing wearing a baseball cap and skateboarding around and all that? Objectively speaking, I think that Lego Island 2 is kind of not that good, but it is very funny. As
Objectively,
a
I don't know, but it's nostalgia.
yeah, no, like there's nothing wrong with it. Well, okay, there's lots of things wrong with it, but it's like you can still have a good time with it. It's not offensive. But as a follow-up to Lego Island 1, it's definitely not the same kind of game. And that can be felt if you played a lot of the original, and then you go and you try and play the sequel, and you're like, oh, that's not at all what the video game I thought it was. So it can be disappointing in that regard, but I don't know. Part of it also just comes down to not being able to explore the islands to the same extent that you used to, but that's to be expected. I definitely still want to play it and formulate my own opinion.
Yeah.
Sorry, I speak up and then immediately you're about to say something else, and I'm like, oh, nope, backing up.
No, I also played 2 without having played 1.
Yeah.
Rather more than 10 minutes of
That-
1.
Yeah, that
So
helped.
I don't have that particular difference coloring my opinion of it.
Yeah. That's the other thing about
Notice me,
sequels.
there's, like,
is that... Oh, shit, I gotta do this
solid-
twice.
Mediocre kids game.
Yeah. I think the other thing about it is that there's a lot less exploration. They announced they're delaying the patch notes when they normally announce the patch notes. That's hilarious. Tired of listening to White Jungle. Let's just go to a different spot in the jungle. Sonic with Sonic 3 and Knuckles on the PC. That's fun.
On the PC. My very first Sonic game was Sonic CD on the PC.
They call it Sonic CD because you can see these CDs you put inside the computer to play the game. Yeah. That's why they call it that.
Yeah, that one and 3D Blast were the only Sonic games I had for a long time.
You know what? It would help shed some light on the subject.
Ah.
Yeah, I grew up playing Sonic, like a lot of the Sonic Mega Collection games on my on the GameCube, and it was good. And it started because I asked my mom to go and to buy specifically Sonic Heroes. after I saw it in the catalog for Scholastic Book Fair, and she came back with that one because that was the only one that they had in store. And honestly, probably got me better exposed to the to Sonic just as a franchise, and I definitely wasn't complaining. If I did, well, tough shit. I got to play Sonic Heroes eventually.
Yeah. Mega Collection was a fun one for me, because the PC version of Sonic 3D Blast is based on the Saturn edition of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, oh, hey, I haven't played 3D Blast in years. Let me replay it, and what the fuck is going on? This is not the same.
Yeah. It's like, literally, just you got hit with the fucking Mandela effect of Sonic games.
Literally. Oh man, Jumpstart.
Jumpstart.
Oh man, Jumpstart.
I don't remember anything about those.
I have those on my list of PC games that I'm going to stream eventually. That is as part of a big, like, classic PC games variety hour. But problem is, streaming old PC games is really fucking hard, actually.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have to do it. But I want to play those old games. Fly, little bio lizard. Fly away. Time to set up a virtual machine? Yeah, that's the problem. Is virtual machines are hard. Here we go. Now we're moving. The reason I'm in here. Exactly.
Why did they trap him in a hamster ball? Like, what was up with that?
So you can fire him away like a missile.
Oh, okay.
I'll fire him at Mach 10 once I finish building this portion.
Okay.
It's quite fun, honestly.
Whatever makes Shadow happy.
Enrichment. Maria,
It's like
help me get
throwing
in...
a baby up in the air.
Yeah, Maria, help me get into my little enrichment ball. No, get out of there. Oh, that's always really fun. Look at that. Look at that smooth angle. I love these pieces. They're angled, smooth tiles. And they make a perfect little ring. It's going to be a very short building stream, I'm thinking.
Uh-oh.
Nothing wrong with that. It's just not anticipating it being as short as it is.
We need more Lego sets. Everyone's on Clue Lego sets now.
I did have those to my throne for a while, but I don't know if they're still on there. I might just get rid of throne, honestly. It's mostly just as a gag so that you could buy me unknown F to pay respects. I think they're out of stock of unknown F, actually. No more respects to give.
Tragic.
That's sad.
So, fun fact, So on the Pokemon Center website, they have a portal where you can put in, like, you can request stuff. And I specifically requested, like, I asked them, like, hey, do you know if you're gonna get any more of the, like, the jumbo-sized Mimikyu's in? And they said, we're not certain, so we're gonna be, but we'll keep you in the loop if we do. And then I was like, oh, thank you. And then within a short while, they did actually set it up, and that's when I bought mine, which was great. Let me find. This playlist is awful. Why is it organized like this? So, if someone wants to, get Unknown F restocked. Yeah, there's another brick building thing for Pokemon, but it's not that good. Honestly, it's kind of it's fine, but like
a little doggy doo doo.
Just a little. Honestly, nothing comes close to the Lego quality in terms of building. Just in terms of like fit. Oh, hang on, is there not? There we go. Lego, I believe they do actually in some regards. No, let's do this instead. Speaking of crediting creators, though, it fucked me up the other day when I learned that they don't actually. None of the Yu-Gi-Oh artists ever get credit for their work. That's so fucked up. Like, every Pokemon artist that's ever drawn art for the cards has their name on the card, even in the TCG Pocket, like the digital versions. It's like, that's so fucked, you know?
Yeah.
Unless
I was.
Go ahead.
I was like trying to find the artist for a Yu-Gi-Oh card I saw because there was some posting on Tumblr, and I'm like, this artist looks really familiar. I think this person worked on FGO at one point, and I'm like, why can't I find this artist anywhere?
Yeah.
Why is the artist not listed?
Dope. The Halo Mega Constructs is dope as hell. Honestly, why did I say dope? Because they're dope. Duh. Sometimes the only word to describe something is dope.
If it's dope, it's dope.
Yeah, there are some artists that are known from that have worked on like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but the vast majority of them are completely anonymous. And the only reason that we know the one that we do is because it was directly from. I think they were even working under like a pseudonym, which makes it fucking impossible to actually track down other artwork that they've done, which is really shitty. Like, I know that in Japan, like, crediting of art or like crediting of things is treated differently than it is in America, but I feel like even people that work at Konami should be able to realize that that's a really shitty, shitty way to
Konami in
treat
particular is also a shithole.
Yeah. When Konami was going through the whole fuck Konami thing, there was a lot of, part of me was just like, well, at least Yu-Gi-Oh gets away unscathed. No, even Yu-Gi-Oh has got some problems. Thank you, Bumbles McFumbles, for enlightening me to that fact with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Iceberg, where I got to learn about the fucking, like, 1,000 card deck that was entered into a tournament to prove the point that
God,
no
that's
deck
so
can-
funny. I love it.
Yeah, the
1,000
best
card
part,
deck that was designed to be shuffled as much as possible.
the best part is they played one turn with it, where they played a card that required it to be shuffled. They took like half an hour to shuffle the deck, and then they conceded because they accomplished what they wanted to, and then they left.
Rules.
Huge dick energy. Absolutely incredible.
Huge deck energy.
Huge deck energy. Yeah. The other other funniest thing that I've learned from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Iceberg that Bumbles McFumbles has done is the masked duelists that they've done for some of their promos, where it's just like, what the fuck are you on about? What are you doing? It's so funny. Actually, you know what? I was cleaning out some stuff in my closet the other day, and I had to move the Yu-Gi-Oh! Decks that I had out of the way, so if you guys want, I can do a Yu-Gi-Oh! Show and tell after this.
Huh.
Okay.
Just for the hell of it. No, actually, I take it back. If I'm doing a Yu-Gi-Oh! Show and tell, I'm gonna do it with an actually decent webcam so that I don't have to make you guys imagine how cool the artwork looks, because this webcam is not an ideal situation for that. But I am definitely getting a nicer webcam very soon for the express purpose of I know that my things are gonna be, I know I'm gonna reach the follower goal eventually where I've got to do the DDR Mario mix with the face cam. So I gotta get that all situated. I love the stark contrast of green and orange on this build. I know that's just the original design, but like, cool as fuck.
Looks nice.
Incredible design. Slapper. That dynamic twisting action. I love that they turned the breathing supports on the side into a launching feature for the life support.
Ah.
Very clever. This is the perfect blend of makes a great display piece and also just a very good play, very good play features. And I think those are my favorite kind of LEGO builds, honestly. Like the Christmas builds that I've got for the past few years, as courtesy of my parents. Part of it is, yeah, they know that I like to build LEGO, but also they just make really good like winter display pieces. Alongside as little winter villages. They're very cute and very fun. But also, you get to drop Santa down a chimney and watch him tumble into the living room, and that's cute and fun, you know? It's like the one of the other the build that I got that got me back into Legos was the Boba Fett's spaceship. Not Slave 1, just Boba Fett's spaceship, or Boba Fett's starship.
Right.
Because they can't call it Slave 1, apparently. They can. They definitely can. They got away with it in LEGO Star Wars, they can get away with it in actual LEGO. So I got that, both because I thought the name of it was funny, but also because, that was one of my dream sets as a kid, and I got it as a kid, and I loved it. And I was like, oh, it'd be kind of fun if I just went out of my way to get multiple of that set. And also because it came with a cool update to the Boba Fett minifigure that I was like. But the coolest part about it, even though it's way smaller than the original build, is that it has a collapsible handle on the back that you can like hook onto your hand for maximum swooshability. So you can swoosh. It's a great play. It's a great play feature, like genuinely. Yeah. If you're building something out of Lego pieces, you have to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of swooshability. There's a channel that I follow on YouTube, and he's excellent. He works as a master builder at Legoland Discovery Center, Arizona, I think it is. But he's very good, and he does a bunch of videos. His most recent one is having a fucking mental breakdown because his audience doesn't know what a lemon looks like.
Yeah, lemons.
Yeah, so he does a series where he builds, like, he quote master builderizes builds that different kids will build and leave lying around the Discovery Center in the building area, and so he built one that was clearly supposed to be a lemon because there's like a big leaf sticking out of the top, and people kept commenting like, no, that's clearly a pineapple, and then he was just like, no, this is not a pineapple. You can tell because the defining feature of a pineapple is this big prickly stuff on the side. So it's not a pineapple. It's not and he goes out of his way to clarify. He's like, but just for all of you naysayers out there, here, I'm gonna build a pineapple, and then he builds a pineapple out of spite, and it's great. And then the day after, everyone comments like, it's clearly a bell pepper, and then he just posts a video of himself with his head in his hands, and then suddenly there's a new build of a bell pepper in the foreground, and then he's just eating a bell pepper like an apple, and then he's just like, maybe it is a bell pepper, and then it just ends. It's very funny. But he does a series called Will It Spaceship, where he just takes a random Lego brick and then builds it into a spaceship, or like incorporates as many of it into a spaceship as he can, including a wings spaceship using the Lego piece for wings. And then recently he did a Will It Spaceship for banana bricks, including the ones that minifigures hold where they're still unpeeled, and one when they're laying peeled, like a cartoon on the... And he incorporated both of them, and it looks awesome. And he always ends each test with a swooshability rating, where he just holds it and very seriously, like deadpan staring at the camera, just goes like he doesn't make any sound effects unless it's. I
forgot what started this tangent.
Yeah, but he just goes like, and then he's like, "Yep, that's an excellent spaceship." And it's just a very silly premise for a design, but he's great. He also has invented my favorite my favorite man in recent years.
My favorite man.
Big gorilla.
He's just a
I'm
big
a big
gorilla.
fan of that man too.
Yeah, I know, right? He's excellent. So the whole idea was that you can build him out of nothing but regular 2x4 bricks, and then you stack those 2x4 bricks on top of each other to make bigger things, and you can do the same thing for Duplo bricks, and then make him massive, and so then he's just like big gorilla. And it's very dumb, but he's a very good companion for holding things up while you're building, and it's very good. We're getting close to the cannon's core, everyone.
Ooh, exciting. I'm a little scared of going towards the cannon's core, but
Yeah,
I'll
we've got to do it. take my oval out from in between the pages now. I was initially going to use my veg coin, but this is 3D printed. It's made out of, it's like made out of air. It weighs nothing.
It's gone.
Yeah, it's hidden. Concealed. Never to be seen again. So, the other day when I was doing my update on my media thread for 2025, I did a mini tier list where I ranked all the major songs in Sonic Unleashed. And that got me thinking that I'd like to do more ranking streams, just as one-offs. Maybe not for music, because one music ranking stream was a lot. But it could be fun. But someone in the trumpet section suggested something the other day when I was explaining why I love Resident Evil 6 so much, and that being how fucking stupid it is. And they suggested you need to do a tier, because I mentioned, because they tuned in to watch a bit of my my vocal theme ranking stream. They're like, you should make your next vocal, or your next tier list ranking all of the vehicles that Leon has crashed. And I was like, oh yes, absolutely. So that's gonna be fun when I get around to that. Look at his little feetsies. His feetsies are all done. Hang on. His toesies are all twisted.
That sounds really painful, poor thing.
To be honest, the Bio Lizard probably just lives in pain.
Well,
Yeah,
that doesn't
that's
mean you
fair.
need to twist his toesies about it.
Don't worry, it's chiropractic stuff. Therapy.
Chiropractics is a pseudo.
I know.
Isn't he the
Ever
first to
since I
invent
heard
chiropractic
about
while
that,
he was taught it by a ghost?
yeah, no, that's so funny to me. I love that. I love when you read a Wikipedia article and you can clearly tell that the person writing the article is just like done with hang on a second, let me try something.
It's filled with contempt about the subject.
Yeah, because like, especially because like, everyone thinks because you're writing something in an academic voice means that you can't have your own voice shine through, but honest to God, that's when your voice shines through the most, because then it's like you're cutting through all the bullshit and you're trying to show as objective of a viewpoint as possible, but no viewpoint is perfectly like objective, and so you're just gonna have, it's just gonna be a very candid view of how you feel about the situation. And if you really fucking hate chiropractors as a practice, then you're gonna let it shine through in your article about chiropractors on what's it called, on Wikipedia.
Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia that anyone can edit.
Cock and ball torture. God, that's such a dumb meme. From Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia that anyone can edit. Oh yeah, that's what Cannon's Core 4 is. Alright, it's time for the best final part.
Oh boy.
Snick time.
I like that they need to show you how to put like a Lego guy together. Like, I think I could figure that out on my own if I'm honest.
Well, you don't know when someone's Lego set is going to be there first.
I guess, but it
Yeah, it is silly.
feels
It's
just
very
a
silly.
little intuitive.
Sonic's turn in the ball. Get out of there.
He kicked him out.
Evicted from orb. From
That's
sphere.
so sad. You won't even let him stay in the orb anymore.
No, my little bits dropped on my lap. There we go. Saved them.
Not the bit.
Phew!
That was pretty close. My opinion of this
You were
song
close.
is... That was too close. My opinion of this song has greatly improved ever since I started doing the vocal tier list. Or after I did the vocal tier list. Well, before that, building up to it, but just specifically because of the process of looking into it for the song, or for the tier list was... What the fuck is this piece? Look at this!
What the?
It's a spring-loaded cannon for the studs.
Huh.
Let me double check. Software download and 22 more complete.
That's a lot of softwares.
My Nintendo Switch too. Deltarune. And me. That's me.
Absolutely awful way to start. Can we?
That's exactly.
Can we do
how
like
it-
a joke stream that's just you stream
Yeah.
Deltarune and it's like shit?
Yeah. Everyone's mic quality is just awful as I'm doing. Oh, speaking of awful mic quality, hang on. Let me boot up my. Let me boot up the thing. So, last Saturday, instead of streaming, I got to play with Cam Sandwich in his community Discord for for their board game night, where we played the Vanilla Ice electronic rap game.
God.
And part of that was putting on the terrible microphone. I think it's this one. But I
just activated this horrible voice filter as if I was speaking through the Vanilla Ice electronic rap microphone.
and then at the end I did a bunch of other really dumb edits, and it was very dumb. And also I had the distinct privilege of introducing Cam Sandwich to the majesty that is Burning Men's Soul.
Oh,
No.
Because genuinely playing the Vanilla Ice electronic rap game made me think about Burning Men's Soul a little too much. And then he said he was gonna edit the stupid Burning Men's Soul lyrics over the cards in the game, and I was like, no, I'll do you one better. I'll make new cards for the game. And it was so I might be doing that. So if anyone knows anything about how to upload stuff to Tabletop Sim,
This
Let
is
me
Team
know.
Workshop, right? That's not
Yeah,
all that
pretty-
hard.
no, it's not difficult at all. But I'd have to make edits to a pre-existing thing, which, by the way, Cam Sandwich is going out of his way to upload like backups of like, you know, oft forgotten board games like Squeeze the Juice, the Monopoly knockoff, where you play as O.J. Simpson's defense lawyers.
What?
Yeah, and you don't even try and prove his innocence, you just try and like bleed him dry essentially, which is
Okay.
very strange. It's such a dumb, like, the premise of it being a Monopoly clone is just absolutely insane. But just the absolute insanity of it all. But so, like, you know, he's got that backed up. But one game that he was trying to do, that he had to upload for a while, was Oy Vey, the game where you become a Jewish mother.
What?
Well, I'm already one of those then.
Get your sons to become daughters, and get your daughters.
What?
Get your make your sons trans. No, get your sons to become doctors. Get your daughters married to doctors. If not, oy vey. Yeah,
This
no,
game
but,
is more inclusive than I expected it to be.
yeah, no, genuinely though, one of the cards that you can pull, because like the whole idea is that you need to get your daughters married to the other players' sons. Who are going to become doctors, but you can pull a chance card essentially that is called Liberated Woman, where your daughter now can become a doctor of her own, and that's the tiebreaker because naturally, because everyone starts the game with two sons and 2 daughters, and if one of your daughters becomes a doctor, that's the tiebreaker because naturally 3 doctors in the family is better than 2. And it's like, it's so funny. It's so funny. And it's like, also, it's kind of tongue-in-cheek about the whole thing. Like, it's not offensive stereotypes. It's just kind of
It's just
good-natured.
fucking around.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
understand.
It's so funny. But the actual the actual copyright holder for the board game reached out to Cam Sandwich after he uploaded it all to Tabletop Sim, and he was like, "Hey, please take this down." Like, threatening legal action. So that's private. Unfortunately, we will not be able to play Oy Vey.
No fun allowed.
Let's get it directly.
Yeah, I mean, I could, but you know that would be expensive.
Oh, look at this thing.
I'd love to.
Nom
but
nom nom.
Look at that thing. Oh, its little
Yeah.
face.
Jaguar noises.
Get on. Shit, it's really hard to manage this. Now to build his life support so he can breathe. I know y'all didn't stick around for the ending of Shadow Generations, but during the journal reading, you get to see a picture of what the salamanders one of the salamanders looked like before it became the bio lizard, and it's Maria holding it up by the tail, and it's just kind of like, yeah, like really excited. It's so cute, especially when you know what happens to it afterward, and it's like, oh, that's tragic. Alright, now it's time for the gun. Take the
Pretty
gun,
scary.
and then you add the trigger.
Blam 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 blam.
There we go. Load up the stud. You probably can't even see that. This shitty ass web camera. Lego not just cowards. Lego just doesn't want people to be able to build actual Nazi war like trucks and stuff. Like they have a very very strict no real military stuff policy, and the closest they've come to that is like Indiana Jones stuff, but even then in recent years they've gone out of their way to not redo those sets. They've just done a lot of the archaeology stuff, which is in and of itself its own kind of problematic, but also, you know, that's the swashbuckling adventure-y part of Indiana Jones rather than the Nazi punching part. Although the Nazi punching is still very much a part of it. But like they're more so they don't want to have that kind of iconography in any of their sets to be removed of context.
It's like,
And then-
if you have an Indiana Jones punching Nazi set, that means you have Nazi parts.
Exactly.
Catalog.
Exactly. It's so. Shout out to Slopes Game Room. Everyone should go and at YouTube and yell at them about this, because Slopes Game Room is genuinely one of the coolest like YouTubers about like gaming history and stuff. And his channel is about to be taken down because he's
Sorry, what?
trying. He's trying to out. He was trying to out a shitty Sega, like Super Sega was the name of the thing. And he was trying to upload a bunch, like basically dig up the dirt on this horrible, like horrible project. And
Which
in
is
the
what he
process
does. That's like he has a whole series about that.
yeah, and in the process of trying to back up a bunch of like downloads from a drive that he downloaded from WhatsApp, he had to upload a bunch of those files to Drive, to a Google Drive, with the help of one of his associates. And then his account, his entire Google account, has been like shuttered, or is in danger of being shut down, and will be shut down soon unless he's able to get in touch with someone proper. Because it includes offensive material that YouTube, or like not YouTube, Google does not want their website to be used for, which implies something horrible about the contents of what's actually going on in that WhatsApp group.
What?
You know, like the demonetizable stuff.
Okay.
So, you know, just because he didn't go through all the pictures individually, he was just trying to make a backup so that he could do it later after he left the group. Because also this is a Spanish-speaking group, and he can't speak Spanish, so he was uploading them so he could send them all to his translator to see if there was anything worth covering, and that's what caused it to be. That's what caused it to get flagged. So everyone should go and support his. Did I miss a piece, or do I just have an extra? No, I think that's just extra.
Yeah, Lego likes to give lots of extras.
Well, they don't like to. They just end up doing it because they weigh by volume. Or
They do also intentionally include some extras.
Yeah, but I'm just not
occasionally.
used to it including 1x2. Like I'm used to it just being 1x1 studs and stuff like that. Oh, hell yeah. Locked and loaded. Wow! Jaguar sound effects. Alright, let's tube them up, boys.
Dubs.
Oh,
Tube 1. Tube 2. Tube 2. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah! Yeah! He's all tubed up and ready to go!
Now punch him in the gills.
So mean!
Oh, God! Agony! Pain! Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I gotta do the play features now. I was very much tempted to get this set as well while I was at the store.
Oh, Cyclone.
Yeah. So I also, the next Lego building stream I think will be, I could win! Cool.
You could win? Oh boy!
Fetch coin. Coincidentally, this big gorilla that I made also uses the same color scheme as the Bio Lizard. It just so happens that this was the stuff that I had a lot of 2x4 bricks for, and it just happens to be the same color scheme as the Bio Lizard. Like, it's almost uncanny. Alright, so here's the Bio Lizard. We need to stop calling him the Bio Lizard. What's a good... What should we name this gentleman?
Bartholomew.
Bartholomew. We're going with that.
Bart.
Doug? No,
Bart
Doug is for
Lizard.
good boys.
Doug is for horses.
Good boys who identify Link.
Yeah, exactly.
That was self-defense.
Was
Be a
it?
little more forceful than that. Hang on.
Punch it.
Choo! I gotta slam my fist on it like they do in the diagram. Ah!
Oh,
Hey,
this is
oh,
so
I
brutal.
saw
I
it
just
down a
can't
little.
take it.
Sonic, you're running out of rings. Switch to me. Oh, I got him.
You're hurting him.
That's the point.
You're
is
hurting
All you Blizzard ever do to
Bartholomew.
you.
Shadow's turn to beat up his stepbrother. Yeah! Get him! Get his ass! Ah! Shadow, no! Shadow fell down to earth!
No!
Hang on, wait. No. Oh no. Shadow fell.
This is so sad.
And the Bio Lizard. He is dead.
Rest in peace, my Lizard.
Alright. It's cute and fun. I think next Lego building stream will be Knuckles.
Knock, knock. Open up the door, it's real.
The non-stop
That's a
pop pop
different
and
song.
stainless chuckles. I don't like that they made the underside of the pedestal with the Chaos Emerald in it. I don't like that they also made that flesh colored relative to the rest of the Bio Lizard. It seems really unfortunate. But, you know, the Bio Lizard also just lives to be in pain, so...
Chronic pain icon.
Stock Jaguar sound effect is Bio Lizard for ow, pain. Like that. That's pain. Oh, my studs. Yeah, these stud shooters are really cool play features, but the thing is that once you fire them, you open that doorway to losing studs forever. But any stud will work, and it's not like you're gonna use the extra pieces for anything else, you know? Oh no, the bottom of this is open, so I can't even fill his guts with the extra bits. That would've been fun. Yeah. This is a very good build. Had a good time. It's only been an hour and a half. Time to play some Mario Kart World, exactly
Hey,
like
Scam.
this. Six friends online? Oh boy, what are they up to? To no one's surprise. Wait, hang on. Duck, how the hell did you get that? How did you get that? It's a Mudkip icon.
Mudkip.
Explain. Hang on, I gotta investigate now. Oh my god, they're here! I didn't know they were here. That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Oh, and Crom's here too. That's so excellent. Ochi is here. Ochi is here.
Ochi.
Breadbug is also here.
Red bug.
Yes, Len? Why don't I have Ralsei on my throne? That's a good question. You know what is on my throne, though, is the next Lego set that we can build, which is another Shadow set. That'd be fun. But I should put Ralsei on my throne, actually, now that I'm thinking about that. Oh yeah, that's right, I have Temmie.
Timmy.
Yeah, Temmie's on there. And Shadow's on there, but I could put Ralsei on there, but that would only make sense if we got to Deltarune, which we'll get to eventually. Alright, so now it's a little hot in my room. I'm gonna turn on the fan. But now do we want to what do you want to do? You want to just I do have work tomorrow. I might just do Mario Kart on my own time so I can go to bed at a reasonable hour. But Thursday night, are we all open? Or am I forgetting
I
something?
think so.
I'm open on Thursday.
Probably.
Check the when to me. Oh yeah, we are all open. Do we want to do more Raging Loop or do we want to do Zelda?
Yes.
More Raging Loop? Quark, you definitely
Yeah.
need to catch up on the VOD for this one because
I will.
No, just specifically because I know it's getting into the dumb shit, and there's one particular
Let's
moment that
go!
you need to see. Did you see the clip that I sent you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking bad.
piss man. I'm so
Oh,
excited.
man.
All right, there are so many bad Haruaki moments. I cannot wait. All right, let's see if there's someone that we can raid. Oh. Oh, you know what? Why not? Why not? Why not? Raiding Saps. We're raiding Saps. Everyone, let's go hang out with Saps.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for hanging out, guys.
Yeah.
Good night.
Right,
Bye-bye.
right at the end.
Yeah, why not? Yeah. All right, good night, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you on
Good
Thursday.
night.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.